Hey everyone. So today we looked at Dragon Quest. This is a really fun RPG that kind of gets a little bit overlooked. This came to the US, and it really wasn't all that popular, so JRPGs really weren't like a huge thing early on in the NES's life. But this has kind of a cool story behind it. It was given away for free with a subscription to Nintendo Power. And for a while, I had a friend who told me that the copies that were given away for free were bugged, so you wouldn't be able to die in those versions. I have no evidence to support this whatsoever, and it was just kind of a weird thing that he told me. I'm not sure why, but that was my old friend Drew. He was kind of a liar, but anyway, this is a really fun game, and let's take a look at it. There are some serious issues with the game, most of which are, mistakes that were corrected in Final Fantasy and in later RPGs. I'm only really comparing these two because Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest were actively competing against each other at the time. It wasn't until really the PlayStation when they started competing again. For some reason we didn't get the Dragon Quests on the Super Nintendo. I'm not really 100% sure why. Anyway, there are parts of the games that just seem really, really cryptic for me. Maybe it's because I haven't really played this game a whole lot before, and I just didn't really know where I was supposed to go to talk to certain people, but it just kind of felt a little bit too cryptic at times. There's also these really painful parts of the game where you have to just walk around back to the king in order to save the game. And that part just absolutely drove me insane. I mean, it just was weird. At least in Final Fantasy, when you beat a dungeon, it would teleport you out of it. If you beat one of the fiends, it would teleport you out. And you could go to any of the inns to save. But here you have to go all the way back to the king at the very beginning of the game in order to save. There's also some other parts I'll point out in a second. Another thing that really drove me insane was if you want to open a door or go down the stairs, you have to open up this menu. You have to do it to talk to people, you have to do it to open a chest, you have to do it to search for an item. It was really annoying. Now granted, this is me looking back on it with a different mindset, because at the time it was probably made a lot more sense. But once you play Final Fantasy and then you go back to this, you kind of realize how, this isn't exactly working out too well, or it's a little bit clunky in its mechanics. It doesn't really detract, but it is really annoying. And here's another part where you have to actually carry the princess all the way back to the king. And it's a very long walk to bring her back. And it's just, oh my god, why did they make me do this? Why couldn't I just rescue her and then warp back? Granted, it's a cool image where you see your sprite actually carrying the princess, but it was sort of oh my god, why did they do this to me? It's still kind of a weird thing, but it's not a fatal flaw for the game or anything like that. Another thing that I really didn't like with this was your inventory. It is very small. It's not as bad as Final Fantasy was, where Final Fantasy only allowed you to have 4 weapons and 4 pieces of armor for everybody, and then you could only have 99 heals for your entire party. This does it a little bit different, where it auto-equips anything that you have. So if you buy a new sword and it's better than your previous one, it'll automatically equip it, and they'll automatically sell back your old weapon. That part I really love. The items, such as your heals or your magic keys, is super annoying because you only can carry 6 of each. So you can only have 6 heals, you can only have 6 magic keys. Thankfully, your heals are not that necessary. they're kind of like a last resort, as the game gives you a lot of magic points, which is great because your 2 heals that you need to use, your 2 healing spells, which are very nicely labeled just heal and heal more, they are absolutely wonderful, and they work much better than just your actual herbs that you get as a regular healing item. That all being said, there's a lot of good stuff in this game. If you're looking for a relatively simple RPG, and when I say simple, I mean just one character in your party, you only fight one monster at a time, and you have a fairly straightforward story, this is a great game for you. It's got just enough weirdness in it that'll make you want to keep coming back to the game. Some other things that are really great, these spells do exactly what they say they do. I didn't really see much of a reason to use certain spells in this. As you can see, I have a whole lot of them. The 4 spells that I really used, well really 5, I did use sleep every once in a while. But I mostly just used heal, hurt, hurt more, and heal more. I never really used a lot of the other ones, and that was probably what made the game like a lot more complicated, or probably a little bit harder in some spots, because I think if I did use all of the spells exactly the way they were supposed to be used, I probably would have been able to get through the game a lot faster. Now, there are still a few other strange things with this. Just trying to find certain items around the map is kind of a pain, and one thing this does do is also add in a few other crazy things with it. So you will have certain areas that will automatically hurt you, such as poisonous swamps and that kind of thing. But none of that really makes me think this is a bad game. This is really a lot of fun. For an 8-bit RPG, this is really, really good, and it just is absolutely wonderful to play. It can be frustrating, but it's not game-breaking frustrating. So the artwork in this is also a thing that's really cool. Everything in here is basically an 8-bit rendition of Akira Toriyama's art, so it all looks really kind of fun. And you can kind of see some of the similarities for where he goes throughout the entire game. So you can see the dragons look a certain way, and all of the other creatures look a certain way. Now this is a really fun part because I don't know if I've ever seen this before in a retro, or not really a retro, but an NES RPG. You fight the final boss and he has different forms. So he has that little wizard form, and then he has the much harder dragon lord. This was kind of a rough boss battle, but once you figure out how to do it, it's not that complicated. You just have to basically keep hitting him. Once your health gets down to about 50, you use your heal more, and then you just keep hitting with your sword. That's kind of the crazy thing with this, is it's not a very hard game to really learn, and there's not too much strategy that goes into the battles. It's just kind of keep hitting him with your just keep hitting him with your sword, and you'll usually be fine in most of these boss battles. So to get back to the artwork, it's really cool that they kept basically the same artwork throughout all of the Dragon Quest games. I don't really remember any real deviations. The slimes always look like the slimes, the dragons always look like the dragons, the skeletons always look like the skeletons. It's really kind of a fun thing. Yeah, I'm really glad that I managed to really play this and get through the whole thing. The ending's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. The king offers you to be his heir, so you would basically have the entire kingdom. You say no, and then his only heir leaves the kingdom with you, so basically when the king dies, it's all over. It's just very strange.
So yeah, it does look a little bit dated when you compare it to some of the other RPGs on the NES, so especially with Final Fantasy, which was kind of its direct competitor at the time. This was before Squaresoft and Enix actually combined. They did that sort of later on in the 90s. Either in the 90s or in the early 2000s they actually combined.
But if you just look at it, you'll say, well, this doesn't really look that great, like that great of a game. The graphics are a little bit dated. They're not awful, but they're just a little bit behind the times, especially when you compare it to the first Final Fantasy, which, in my opinion, it looks a lot better than this. That doesn't take away from the gameplay, because the gameplay in Dragon Warrior is pretty darn good. Most of the issues that I have with the game, they can pretty much just be overlooked and just sort of ignored, or you can adapt to them as you're playing it. If you're looking for a nice intro to like 8-bit RPGs or even JRPGs in general, this is a pretty good one to go with. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and let me know in the comments below. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think, especially if you hated it, because I really do need your criticism. That's just the only way that I'm going to get better. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day.